Hello everybody and welcome back to the Philosopher's Brewery and Fermentary. My name's Tom and today we're going to brew the Virgil Sweeney Stout beer in the old Brewer's Edge mash and boil. It's going to be a great day, a lot of fun, and this is my favorite beer of all time. Are you ready? So am I. Let's get to work. As I always do, it begins with cleaning and sanitizing. I scrub the mash and boil, back, front, inside, and out. Let's not forget the star san. We never do. Sanitize the inside, swish it around, and dump it back out to save it for later. Then I wrap the outlet with tin foil and check to see the imperfections and places I really need to scrub. But here comes the one step to save the day. Add the one step, fill it with water, and scrub a dub-dub. Rinse off the scrubber, give it a couple taps, put it to the side. Swish around the cleaner, and give it a good rinse. Tip the carboy upside down to let dry, and now it's time to fill up the mash and boil. I plug it in, turn it on, and I get the strike temperature ready. Let's set it to 165. Here we go. It's not quite there yet. Here we go. We are ready to brew. Let's mix in the grains, and one thing you really want to make sure is that you don't get any dough balls. So slowly pour in your grains and mix it up as you go. Give that bag a good tap and get the grains you paid for. Another good mix for a good 5 minutes or so. Pop on the cap and let it sit for a while. Let's take a look. Woo-hoo-hoo! It's looking good. The grains are absorbing the water, and I like to give it a good mix now and then to make sure the flavors are combining. That smell good. Let it sit for a bit longer. And add the oats. The oats give it that consistency and that mouthfeel that a stout has, and that we appreciate. Well, at least people who like stouts, like me. Keep on mixing. It's good to mix it as thoroughly as possible. With the addition of the oats, it will have a creamier flavor, and that's where the body comes into play. If you would, take a look at the colors in the mix. You'll see different colors here and there, such as the chocolate and the base oats. If you're interested in the recipe, take a look at the Virgil Sweeney story. I can add that to the end. And now it's time to take a deep breath and pull the insert all the way to the top. Give it a good twist and let the wort drain. It's always good to be cautious. If that top were to tip over, the kitchen would take a little while to clean up. And we don't want that. It's looking pretty good. Now, we'll set it to boil. As the wort drains, it's going to reach that boil temperature that we need. Once we have a hop break, we can add the hops. Right here you'll see me using the water to cut through the remaining oats and ingredients from the recipe to take out any of those extra sugars that we kind of want. All the sugars contribute to the alcohol process. Ooh, you have to come on in and smell this beer. It smells so good. Alright, let's put the cap back on. Get the temperature raised. And then it's time to try and get to that hop break, so we can add the hops. Here's the first addition. We put in half of the package of the Magnum hops. Let's take a look and see if we can find where that white spot is, turning into a hop break. The hop break is when you can break that top tier bed and see it bubble. Now for the extra sugar in the form of D45. It gives it the caramel flavor that we're looking for, as well as the color and the extra sugars that we would like, so we can hopefully hit the 1.060 mark. Hopefully. Give it a good stir. And now, let's put in our wort chiller so we can boil off anything that needs to be boiled off from the previous brew. You're basically sanitizing the wort chiller. The hope is to bring down the temperature between 50 and 70 degrees. Let's go to diesel for the real information. Is 80 degrees good enough? Ah, yes. Oh, I see. Well, it's between 51 and 70 degrees, correct? Boy, that was a late reply. That cat knows his stuff. He's a great assistant. The temperature has gone down and down. And eventually, we get below 70 degrees. Then we know it's time to get that carboy ready. Shake up the sanitizer. Save some of it so we can use it for later. Tip it on its end, get as much out as possible. Now let's take a sample so we can measure it. Now let's fill up the carboy all the way to the top. And here's the yeast, US 05. Get every last little bit out. Here's Diesel making sure I aerate everything perfectly. He's a harsh boss, but he's fair. Wipe off the inside and put your bung and airlock on. Now, let's see what the numbers come out to be. Oh yeah, 1.060. Another brewing day in the books, and here we have the Virgil Sweeney Stout beer. It will taste like chocolate, it will be sweet, and I'll add the coffee right before I keg it so that once I pull that tap, the coffee will be fresh, right on top of the chocolate notes. I'm already ready to drink it, and I'm really excited that you were here along for the ride. Thanks again for coming back and watching me do a little brewing here and there, and I hope to see you again in the future. Alright, that's it for now. Thanks again, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.